NewGenGamers.com.
Retro.
Hello everybody and welcome to another one of Ray's Retro Reviews. Today we are doing The Legend of Zelda for the original NES. Now this one's a classic. I think everyone can remember this one.
And Ray is a beau, as you can tell. He is a darling, by the way. This is actually our friend Beau playing this, and this was to test out the battery of the game. So this is running off the original NES hardware, and
we're going to take you on a little run through of the first dungeon here. Show Link shooting his sword off.
The all-powerful, oh, he lost it.
And
the powerful full sword, or full hard sword attack was definitely the way to go. You could shoot an enemy across the screen. Now this game just had so many cool weapons and tools, and that's always been a hallmark of this series.
See, the funny thing about this game was the inspiration behind the title was Miyamoto's exploring of caves back when he was younger, and would just take different paths. And what do you know that Mr. Miyamoto wandering through caves when he was a kid would lead us to this wonderful masterpiece?
He's a very creative guy, and only he would think of that. I mean, this is such a great title. It was an answer to all the RPGs that were hitting the market at the time, and really took that genre and spun it and did something different. And it's interesting how they completely did away with any kind of experience point system, and it's all, you know, just based on getting the hearts, which are a sort of an experience point system, but there's no, you know, set number. And it's really about the weapons that you get.
Yeah, they made it more about weapon-based and less about you leveling up and power leveling. You don't have to keep defeating enemies just so you can get more powerful. You do it by finding things. So it's more of like reward for your exploring.
Yes, you're rewarded for I guess finding things, tools to use at your disposal, and secrets throughout the game. There are so many secrets, and that's what I think kept players coming back, and still do, is that you can just go through the game so many ways. There's so many hidden hearts. To try and get everything in the game is a challenge to this day, and that's what really holds up, I think.
Yeah, this was such a landmark title, and did you ever see the original ads for this? They were horrible. Absolutely horrible. It kind of sold on word of mouth.
We will include that, because I actually have that on a disc. We will include that at the end of this retro review, and you can just wonder how anyone even considered purchasing it.
Wasn't it like bad rap? Like
it was the whitest kid, way whiter than us, rapping to how cool Zelda was. And we may have reenacted actually afterwards as a follow-up video response, but we'll just see. If
I don't know if I want to do the Zelda rap.
If we want hate mail, that I think would probably be the #1 way to get it.
Yeah,
right
that's definitely true.
That's going into a whole other area. So tell us more about this game, Ray. This came out in 1988, 1987 in Japan.
Yeah, and it pretty much took the world by storm. Everyone that had, most of the people that had NESs wanted to try this game, and if they didn't, they really missed out, I have to say. And it's one of the more popular games of all time. Like, people will look back at this game, and some have even labeled it one of the greatest games of all time if they don't give it to its sequel, like A Link to the Past. Because A Link to the Past was basically just like an extra take on this. Like, they took everything that you could do in the original and just expanded it, which is basically what the Super Nintendo was.
Yeah, you at the time there wasn't anything better out. I mean,
it was groundbreaking.
It was groundbreaking. It was huge, and all the titles in the series since then have been, and it's just...
He forgot to get the boomerang.
It's become prolific. He sure did.
What's up with that? Dude, you forgot the boomerang.
Well,
What are you, committing suicide? Stop that.
because in this day and age, there was only one way to save your game.
And that's to die.
You've got to die.
Which
to
is
continue
unfortunate.
on.
Well, that about wraps up this one, so, look out for more, and happy arcading.
Nintendo newsletter?
Whoa, nice graphics. I'd like to get my hands on that game.
You mean you haven't played it yet? We can play it on my Nintendo Entertainment System. It's The Legend of Zelda, and it's really rad. Those creatures from Ganon are pretty bad. Octoroks, Tektites, levers too. But with your help, our hero pulls through. Yeah, go Link, yeah, get Zelda.
Awesome.
Intense.
The Nintendo Entertainment System. Your parents help you hook it up. The Legend of Zelda sold separately.
NewGenGamers.com